cocktail, cocktail.
California, California, baby, I'm coming home.
Yeah. I need some fun.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. So as many of you have seen by my posts, last week I traveled to San Diego to attend Angie Lee's Pays to Be Brave event. If you don't already follow Angie and listen to her podcast, you definitely should. Her podcast is the Angie Lee Show, and she talks about all things sales, marketing, business, pretty much anything related to that. So it really doesn't matter what business you're in. If you're in any sort of sales or something like that, you should definitely go give her a listen because she is a genius. So I bought the tickets to the event pretty much as soon as they went on sale. It was just something that I knew that I really wanted to be at as soon as she announced it. So I flew to San Diego last Friday, and my boyfriend Jeff and my little brother actually flew out there with me, so I didn't have to travel completely alone. So the event started on Saturday, and it was 500 badass business women entrepreneurs. It was absolutely amazing. Women from all different sorts of businesses all came together for this event, and it was incredible. Except I was terrified the first day. I hate going places by myself. I hate walking into a room knowing that I'm not gonna know anyone. So my anxiety was at an all-time high. Thankfully, I actually did have a friend there. Shout out to Michelle. So she was able to save me a seat, and it made me feel a lot more comfortable. But I really didn't know what I was walking into until I got there, and I can't even describe how incredible it was to be surrounded by that many women who are like-minded and who just want to all help each other get better and grow in their own ways. It was definitely the most inspiring thing that I've been to. If you haven't been to a live event like that, find one and get yourself there, because there is just magic in meeting people in person and seeing people speak in person. Just the energy in the room, it was incredible. So I was able to film a little bit of it, and I do have some clips with some really good nuggets from some of the speakers that I want to put together just to give you guys, a little glimpse of kind of what the event was about and just some of the really amazing things that these speakers had to say. Before I show the clips next, I just want to let you guys know what 3 of my biggest takeaways were from this event. Looking over my notes, it was honestly really hard to pick just 3 things, but going over everything, these 3 things really stood out to me and really resonated with me. So the first one is, the fear is never going to go away. You just have to do it anyways. I know fear stops a lot of us from doing so many things, but one of the common themes from hearing all of these successful people speak is that the fear doesn't go away. You guys, each level of your life that you move into, you're going to be forced to do new things, and you're probably going to be afraid, and it's not going to go away. One of the best quotes that I seen was, the fear isn't going to go away, so you're probably going to have to do it afraid. Something like that. But it really spoke to me. Why are we waiting to stop being afraid? We just have to acknowledge that fear, and we have to do it anyways. Chances are you're not going to die. If you need to think of a list of the worst possible things that could happen and write them out and see that you'll still come out the other side, then do that. But don't let it stop you from doing the thing that you want to do the most. Another reoccurring theme through many of the speakers was the power of visualization. So many of them talked about it, and we actually did a couple of exercises with visualization during the weekend. So you guys, this goes along with, thinking things out and writing things out, but taking it further and just visualizing the things that you really want in life. What does your dream house look like? What is it going to feel like to be there? What color are the cabinets? What are the floors? What color are the countertops? Go all the way down to the small details. What does your dream car look like? Your dream spouse, what do you want them to look like? What do you want them to be like? What characteristics do you want them to have? Anything that you want in your life, take a second to visualize it and be really clear about it. And it is so powerful to sit and see those things. And then you have an idea of what you're working towards. Like Mike Lee said, Angie's brother, your brain doesn't know the difference between a thought or reality. So when you think about these things, you're tricking your mind into seeing them and making them come true. It's just, it's incredibly powerful and definitely something that I want to practice more, and something that you really definitely should give it a try, because it's really awesome. Just take a few minutes even and try it, and you'll see. And then the third thing, that I really took away from this was stop waiting for an invitation to live in your greatness. You only need to be 2 steps ahead of someone in order to teach them something. I know so many of us have so much inside of us that we want to teach other people, but we feel like we need to wait until we're an expert. Or something like that. But in reality, you guys, you only need to be a little bit ahead of someone in order to teach them those things. Those steps in between where you are and where they are the things that you can teach them. And those are the things that some people are dying to learn. So stop thinking that you need to be an expert and know every single thing about a subject to teach something to someone, because it's just not true. And you don't. There are people who are dying to get where you are. So the fact that you can teach them what you did to get where you are is huge. And that I definitely needed to hear that, because I know a lot of us do it and we wait and put things off because we don't think we have something valuable, when you really do. Every one of you has something that's really valuable that you can teach someone. So stop waiting. Just go out there and put it out in the universe and teach people. Alrighty, so those are 3 of the super important things that I learned, and 3 things that really resonated with me. So now let's jump into the clips from some of these amazing speakers.
And how here you guys are, it's so trippy, it's so surreal, and I just know a lot of you are gonna have these same moments in your career, so I'm just trying to soak it in right now, because it's super, super amazing. And I'm just so proud of you guys for showing up. You showed up for me, but more than anything, you guys showed up for yourselves today. And I'm thanking you so much.
To myself, the thing that I learned, and please help me, allow me to help expedite the process for you, is that instead of looking at a totem pole of who is above us and who is below us, what if we were to turn it on its side and stand in a circle and look across from the other person and say, what can I do for you? What can I do for you? And how can I serve you? Because together, the thing that I have learned is that our businesses will go farther when we are doing it together instead of apart. That's right. That's right. That's our purpose with diets and promises of youth. But it is a choice to decide to be committed to finding and living your truth. The other day, I was walking past a man in conversation with his mate. He said, and I quote, "You deserve the life you tolerate." I just about choked. Because at that point in my day, I was feeling upset, sorry for myself, because there are unlived dreams I haven't met yet. If what I tolerate is the life that I'm living, then you're telling me it's been my choice not to use these gifts I've been given? True story. I was recently at an event like this, sitting in the audience, and from the stage I felt the speaker's words hit me in the soul much like a deliverance. He said, "I am not what you think I am. I am not what I think I am. I am what I think you think I am." Wow. Moral of the story is the only thing that's stopping us is what other people think. Get your mind off other people's shit and put your soul back in the driver's seat. The only thing that's wrong with you is that you think something is wrong with you. Everything is right with you in spite of you ignoring the higher you
of you, the answers are all inside of you. So why are you ripping onto others' view when what they think of you is nothing? Because they only think about themselves. They say the truth will set you free. But first it's going to piss you off. And the truth is, if you keep fighting for your limitations, you get to keep them.
That is to tell you that your brain literally doesn't know the difference between perception and reality if you get good enough at it. You know, you hear the old saying, if you believe you can, and you believe you can't, you can't. That's exactly where that comes from. So I took these studies and these boxing techniques that I had, and I started applying it to other things in my life. And I promise you, whether it's a sales call, whether it's something you're nervous about, whether it's talking to somebody and trying to break up with somebody, get out of a relationship, when you mentally and visually go through those moments, and then you actually physically step into it, your cortisol levels are lower, your testosterone decision-making is increased, and you're more likely to make a decision that normally fear would stop you. So this isn't just a rah-rah speech. I want to tell you my experience, but also let you know that there's now scientific data that backs this up. That basically tells you that whatever the hell you want to be, you can be.
You start thinking about, I'm not good enough, I can't do this is what's going on in my life. I tell anybody I work with my clients, I was like, go encourage somebody else now. Because the minute you put your energy into somebody else, you start focusing on your own shit, and it's funny because it kind of disappears. Go pour into somebody. Gosh, I wish somebody would encourage me. Go encourage somebody else. I wish that person would just call and check in on me. Go check in on somebody else. You control these things.
Not yet gotten in that rocket ship that is going to take you up to your dreams, that is going to deliver you to your highest possible calling, because you are actually afraid to leave somebody behind. Typically, a significant other, a lover, sometimes a friend, sometimes a family member. The number one question I get from women is always this: how do I find a partner that will help me and allow me to play as big as I want to play? How do I get my partner to help me go where I want to go? And the answer to that is this: you have to lead by example. You have to lead by example. And listen, I'm speaking from experience. My wife Lori, she's been on a rocket ship for years now. She's been on a rocket ship for years now. And I haven't always been on that rocket ship. But guess what? She sure as hell was not about to come back down to earth and pick my ass up. I'm serious. She was unapologetically going where she was going, whether I wanted to come along or not. And that is not a selfish move. That is exactly what all of you are supposed to be doing. Because here's what happens. When you actually go where you are meant to go anyways, it inspires other people, like myself, to wake the fuck up and decide to come along with you. But if you turn around and come back down to earth and say, oh, I don't want there to be a big gap in our relationship, so I'm just going to stay down here with you. And screw that idea up. I'm just going to stay down here with you. That doesn't solve anything.
To see a vision come to life is so fucking cool. It's the coolest moment ever. I want that for all of you, and I'm so honored, and I'm just so excited to see what you guys go and do out in the world. I'm so proud of you. I know you guys are going to go do incredible things in this world. The world needs you guys, seriously. You guys are amazing. So I would love to end it with, of course, let's just end it with a dance party. Let's do it.
Man, going through those clips just inspires me all over again. I just can't believe how amazing the event was, and thank you, Angie, for putting on something so amazing. You guys, if you enjoyed this, please go follow her and tune into her podcast, and hopefully you can come to the event with me next year. I would love that. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more from me, and I will definitely catch you guys in the next video. Bye.